Oh, I'm going to start streaming on Instagram.
Okay, nice. Okay, welcome. Do you mind turning off the ping?
I
don't know.
Oh, that is you. For sure.
Who is it?
Who is it? Konstantin! Yay!
Who is it?
It's Konstantin, but I cannot see him.
So guys, welcome to the Regen Tribe Live Tuesday call. We are setting up. We're about to go record on the.
We're already
Google
recording.
Voice. Okay, we're in.
Okay, so we're in.
Joining from the community. Hello, everybody. Interested in what's going on with the project, getting updates, and seeing how they can get involved in brainstorming, how we create more of these regenerative neighborhoods around the world. Okay, Sonia.
Oh, hello. Yes, we have friends that are joining us in person. We have Konstantin that just joined the call. We had a call yesterday. Mostly Oscar was chatting with you. We connected before in Tulum through different angles, and so it's interesting to see how we come together again through another angle. So really exciting. Konstantin is interested in helping us with the platform. So we're going to be talking about all the ways how people can get involved in the project, since we have a couple of departments and a couple of projects that would benefit from fresh eyes and a little bit of love. So yeah, the call is also for our friends and people that are following the journey to tune in more in depth on what is happening. Why is that happening? What are we up to? What we're doing and what we're planning to do. So yeah, and I think it would be nice for all of us to just introduce ourselves. 1 minute.
Let's do push first, and we'll do intros in the second 30 minutes half.
Okay. I think it's nice to like know your yeah, nice. Exactly. Yeah, okay. Okay, Konstantin, do you wanna introduce yourself?
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm basically a web developer / aspiring designer and interested in psychology and broadly interested in the regenerative communities. I was in Tulum last year, had an opportunity to meet you guys, and would love to connect with the rest of you. Happy to see everyone.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Konstantin. We're excited as well. You wanna
maybe we can switch the microphones, and I'll put it on this microphone.
Right, please do that.
Okay, I'm turning my microphone on. Okay.
Hi, I'm Ido from Israel. Yeah, excited to be here on the call. I just met the guys here at the community and heard a lot of exciting things about their project. Personally, I'm also interested in communities in different ways. We're gonna start a neighborhood in Israel in about a year, and we want to do a lot of communal activities and things. So we want to get inspiration and thoughts. And also interested about different social aspects and ecological aspects. And yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, we can switch to your mic. And then to your... Mine's on mute and mine's on mute.
Okay, cool. Alfie, we'll just go in a circle.
Hello, partner. Yeah, and everything he said. I grew up in a very small community in the middle of the forest in Israel, and I know I want to live in one myself. And we're gonna soon make it happen in the same village that I lived in. We're gonna come back to it. But now it's not yet a community, it's just a village, so we're gonna make it one. And yeah, we've been traveling for months around South America and Central America, checking out communities and getting to know them, volunteering. And now we're here meeting you guys. So thank you.
I can't wait to see the kind of community that they create. The neighborhood that they're building is super exciting. I'm Nicole. Hi, Constantine. I totally was messaging you a lot on Cohere and on LinkedIn, so I'm super glad to see your face. You look like you're in a good place. Yeah, we're here at the community in Tulum, where we've been doing like a 10-week activation of the community with existing sustainable infrastructure. And I've been part of Regen Tribe for 6 months now, creating all kinds of programs and initiatives for how to empower people to build as many regenerative neighborhoods as possible, these like sustainable intentional communities. So this is what we're here for, and I'm so excited to be surrounded by people with the same vision. What's up, Azul? You're one of those people.
Oh yeah. Well, yes, my name is Azul. I'm excited to be here. I'm living communities like for like 3 years now. Ever since I came into this world, I knew it was the one I want to stay. And I just been traveling and meeting new other communities, and I'm falling in love now. So I'm happy. I'm really happy to be here.
Oh yeah.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Julia. I'm really passionate about regenerative communities, about regeneration as a whole. Really, I believe communities are a really important vehicle for us to learn to live in alignment with the ecosystem. It's really inspiring to be here at the Community Lab, surrounded by so many people, picking up different parts of the pie and making all of this happen. I'm personally really interested and passionate and curious to connect with people that aspire on governance and platform development and business plans for thriving community spaces and macro cities for you. Thank you for being here.
You're muted.
I'm gonna be talking the most.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sonia. I'm part of this beautiful collective for I think 1 year and a half now, almost 2 years. It will be soon. It's been really exciting and a very progressive journey, both internal and external, and in my case. So I'm really happy, and this is the reason why we have these calls for both for a lot of you to join the collective and feel embraced and share these moments and share experiences and learn together. So excited. I'm really happy about the turnout in person. It shows how powerful personal connections are, right? Constantine, we also met in person. So yeah, just a quick invitation. Community Lab is open for you guys to come. If you crave this in-person connection, we're here onboarding new collective members Tuesday, 2 p.m.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Oscar, and an environmentalist. I just see communities as a solution to support the environment in every way, and humans in, right? We are the environment as well, water, food, energy, and then the human element, which is what we're really focused on, as this seems to be the biggest equation, the biggest question mark in the equation. We're practicing it here at Community Lab with a beautiful group of 23, I think it is at the moment, living here next to a beautiful open water cenote, like a mini lake, and growing food and practicing permaculture by the days. So that's what Regen Tribe is really about, connecting the people interested in creating communities, sustainable and intentional land developments where people live and connect and thrive in line with the environment and with each other. Right.
We're going to go into how we do
high
that.
level. How? So that was the why. Why are we here? We're here to create more regenerative neighborhoods around the world. Yes.
Jump on a laptop so that you're visible to Constantine.
Okay, right. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Constantine? I'm also here. Okay, cool. So after you, Sonia, or Faye, or House?
Yeah, Nicole, do you wanna? I think we mentioned a little bit how along the table it was mentioned in the conversation. How do we do that? We have a couple of departments and Regen Tribe. Maybe let's. I would like to share something more
Do you want me to
visual.
share the website? So I can share the website.
Can you share the website that is going to be visible and
Yes.
way? Okay, I cannot.
Why is it coming up with a little error there?
Yeah, Constantine, we need you.
Yeah, we're also web developers and working on the website. There's been a new update recently to what we're using for the website. So it's creating like a little image error.
Right, maybe in the meantime, I'm just gonna open the mirror. The call is sharing here.
Yeah, no, it's fine on mine. Okay.
Okay,
So,
can you share it then,
yes.
please?
Yeah, so Regen Tribe, right? Our big why is regeneration through community. And our big what are we up to is to create more regenerative communities around the world. We do this, first we define what is a regenerative neighborhood. A regenerative neighborhood is a sustainable and intentional community land development. So a place that is aligned with nature and has practices to align with the humans that live there as well. We do this in three primary ways that we're focused on. One is education. We represent education through a crowdsourced resource guide that we're putting together as a collective and open to the public. Nicole hosts these calls every Wednesday at 2 p.m. The call tomorrow, you won't be on?
I'll be on.
You will be on. What is the topic?
It's acquiring the best land for your needs.
If I think tomorrow
I think it's a
is
different one?
it's I think it's a different one. Let me see.
Yeah, we looked at it. And there's a call tomorrow for education
Designing your community
and business. That's it. Yeah. So tomorrow the call will be designing your community and business. This is how one way we're sharing educational material. Other ways are with documents and resources that are on the platform, the Regen Tribe Tribes platform, a compilation of topics about how to create communities, the guide you can find in there as well, and conversations with different land projects, vision holders. This is the evolution of our Discord. Our Discord grew to 500 members in the last 6 months, and we have been seeking to create, seeking to create something more visual and more appealing. I'll share the platform with you in a minute, as that is our second department of a Regen Tribe, our second focus. So education material, and then a networking platform, a tool that allows the people looking for projects to get involved with, or projects looking for people to come live at their land projects, or for a service provider for permaculture or solar energy, that they can find each other again with this specific niche of community lifestyle. People that, understand this process and sometimes even are willing to come and do work exchange, because this is kind of what that model breeds a lot of the time. Also a platform to highlight land projects that are out there in an engaging way that allows for real-time feedback and updates. A lot of the platforms and kind of networking tools out there are listing sites where you can see a profile and then contact them directly in a third way. On the Tribes platform, you can interact directly with land projects, and it adds a social media aspect that is missing to create the cohesiveness of the digital community, right? The global community of all of us wanting to create more regenerative neighborhoods and support each other. And then the third focus of Regen Tribe is to support projects one-on-one as an agency, as a consultancy. It's a bit of the work we're doing here at Community Lab with this land project, with beautiful infrastructure and beautiful people here as well. We're here supporting in improving some systems and some processes that allow the place to shine the way it should, optimizing its daily tasks, optimizing projects being done around the place. One big focus for us right now is the garden. It's looking real good out there. We're going to do a lot of videos in the next coming days and weeks. We're already blowing that up. So if you want to learn permaculture, stay tuned as well, because it's happening. Food is life. So yeah, these are the three main departments. These three main departments have projects inside of them that we are all focused on. Community Lab, for example, is one of these projects that kind of fits across all the boards, right? It's in vitro, what we're talking about and thinking about and finding resources about. We're creating community here. Other projects we have like biozones. Do you want to talk about this stuff, or how do you feel?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe department by department.
It's...
Let's go through them. That would be nice.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna open the mirror board that Nicole shared with us. To see more departments. We only recently divided them in 3 categories, which is education, the networking platform, and the agency. But we have other departments that we have been activating and want to activate a little bit.
That's why we have the website.
Oh, okay, nice.
You can go through them if you want.
Yeah,
I'm sharing that screen right now.
Okay, cool. I cannot see what you see. I'm driving for you. That's true. Okay, and maybe as we're doing that, I'm gonna share a little bit more about how you can get involved in these departments, right?
Maybe any questions.
Right, you guys, anything that you would like a little bit more clarity on what was said so far? Everything.
I mean, one interesting question is like, how many communities are you involved with, and like and what's the scope of your interaction involvement with different communities?
Yeah, I think
it's great what you're doing here, and I'm wondering, like,
yeah, great question. Great question.
Right, we have I think 7 projects in the area here in Yucatan area that we work with more on a personal level, more one-on-one. We are connected with multiple projects, mainly in Mexico, but in other places in the world as well. And work on the platform has been really expensive for us to when it comes to connecting with multiple projects, right? This will let us scale in a faster way, and it will hold the network of these communities globally, right?
An initial involvement with almost every project that we do is people with land and maybe some infrastructure, but they need humans, right? They need humans not just that are willing to buy and invest in the land, but also willing to come and build and hold space, essentially, to create community. So one of the first kind of engagements we meet with land projects is land, helping them find the right buyers for their projects. This, was always the first request from every project. So creating a network, we're seeing the Tribes platform as a way for potential interested buyers to interact with these communities directly, and then create relationships where they can join these communities. Motivating people, right? You don't have to like drive through the jungle 15 minutes to get to a place to be able to ask questions. Sometimes maybe that's the journey for some places. We see a big demographic of people interested in this lifestyle. And so we are seeking to create tools to empower the creation of more, while holding the space of the network where they are all presenting themselves and finding all of the stuff that they need.
So it's a little bit from micro to macro. From the agency work with one-on-one with projects, we get a lot of knowledge and education, and then we try to put these learnings into something that is more scalable and more hands-off for us, right? And so people can connect and share resources within each other without really our involvement. We just create a space for them to help each other, which is what regeneration and this movement is really about, right? Which is what community is about, and biozones, as we started talking about, is a campaign focused mainly on that, connecting projects in a certain area in between each other, to have like a research hub for certain areas, and also to just learn from each other. right? A lot of projects are not even don't even know their neighbors, right? So to share this culture of sharing and learning from each other, which is what the platform is meant to facilitate mainly, right? The social component. Just a place where we can exchange whatever there is to exchange.
So Biozones is one of the projects that we're working on. Biozones is an effort to create a local network, or you asked, our scope is global, right? Is to meet all the projects around the world that we can, that are excited to connect on a network and find others with this, again, the niche of sustainable and intentional, right? It has to be this is in our world what constitutes a regenerative neighborhood, where the humans that are stepping into this place are more than likely stepping out if they leave, or feel better because of the relationships they're forming, because of the lifestyle that they're living, and just the mindfulness and consciousness that comes with spaces like this. So Biozones is one of our efforts to show that you're not by yourself. A lot of these projects are just like solo DIYers, right? They buy their land, they find a few people, and it's a journey, to find the land, make the agreements, build, maintain, host, market. The Biozones campaign is intended to map places, as we had been mapping for the first year and a half that we were working on this, and now share it visually, right? Humans are visual. No one cares about a spreadsheet. But people seeing a map and seeing all of these projects that are there, and that we road trip last year. We left Yucatan and drove all the way down into Chiapas, visiting a few of the projects. We were going to do the same this summer, but this opportunity presented itself, and instead we're holding ground, holding a space here, and getting into practice all of the resources that we've been gathering in the last year and a half on guides, how to host space, authentic relating games, governance models, permaculture strategies. And now we're getting to live out all of those resources, as all our intention is to find the right place that we all feel really good in living. Haven't found it yet, so instead of just creating our own, we're doing the research for how we would do it and sharing that with other people.
Beautiful.
Right, so maybe it's worth to mention, as we are talking about Biozones, how you can get involved in that.
Yes.
Maybe you're in another place in the world, maybe you're in Mexico, anywhere you are, and you know about projects in your area and you're passionate about the topic, reach out. We can help you map them out and co-lead an interview process for them, so we can onboard them to the platform and also find out about their needs. So if this is something that is interesting to you, maybe you recognize a need in your area for that, then that would be great. We're super happy to support and empower you to be the leader of the Biozones in wherever you are.
Yes, excellent. Again, this call is all about sharing what we're up to and hearing feedback from others. Like, oh, in these departments, I would be interested in supporting with the platform and the platform growth. Or I would be very interested in the education department and fostering conversations and finding resources and adding them to the groups. If it's in the agency department, I'd be very interested in supporting projects with operational roles, right? Either at physical locations or in a remote way, managing certain things logistically as well. Also ways that people can get involved. We want to share a little bit about each space and what's going on in case it sparks anything, right? This conversation is directed to our guest here, Azul, living here at Community Lab, joining us for the call, and we are really exploring what is interesting to you, Azul, right? This call is exactly for that. So others can see how this flow is, right? It's not this formal, stiffy interview. It's here's what we're up to. What ideas do you have? How can we all collaborate in this collective to do it?
Wow. It's honestly, it's a little bit a lot. I mean, you guys are doing a lot, different many aspects. So it's really hard to see, like, what could somebody do? I mean, there's so much. There's so much, and it's so amusing, amazing as well, because it's in really basic aspects that I think that societies need to thrive, like in education and self-sustainable governments. I mean, it's really building another structure or an alternative that could maintain, because it has principles on sustainability, and it goes micro, and it's following a footprint, a guide map. It's making it easier for the future to thrive in a sustainable way, basically. And you guys are like pioneers, and it's amazing because there are many out there that's trying this, and not everybody makes it. I've seen a couple trying to do like a sketchbook or a guide map or a roadmap of what they're doing, and it's amazing because it really helps others in that collective way. Like I'm trying to do what probably other people are trying, and as you said, there's a lot of people coming this way, like realizing that there's other ways of living, and I love how we can invite others to recognize that. And then there is a whole roadmap of another world that they are starting to see. I remember a lot interacting with people that have just came to a community for the first time, and it's mind blowing for them. So basic things like a dry toilet, or having a huge wooden table in the middle and having everybody eat, is like day-to-day experiences that show you a lot more than many, or the majority at least right now, people is used to. So I love it. I love it because it's a lot more conscious in the basic ways of how we're doing stuff, like the basic questions of why 3 times after everything we do, and we realize that there's a huge background of everything we do that is dark, and we really don't know why. And exploring that as individuals in a society, it really turns to be like a new lifestyle model.
Right.
And you guys are really doing.
It's society, man. Right. It's society at a micro level in all the ways. We govern because we handle each other's both rules and emotions. We are ideally growing our own food, and this is the process, but in iterations, right? In little practices, and meeting more and more and more, and growing the collective. So again, high level, right? We're conversating with you, and everyone gets to peek in on this, like it's open source and the journey is public. Of the main spaces that we're in, which is like education material, in the central part of networking and the platform itself specifically, and in the space of agency where we support land projects directly. What's speaking to you? I would love to go more into detail into any of them, share some maybe like sample things that we're all working on, right? Julie and Sonia are leading the platform space at the moment. The agency work is being handled by Nicole and I, mostly a lot. And the education piece is really Nicole's leading the path. We're all sharing resources, and she's hosting the calls on the Wednesday. Anyone we can start with, right? The call, it's 2:40. So maybe for like 10 minutes, we can ask about things like this, or I would love to hear more. Any other ideas?
And can you repeat what would you like to ask about?
I would love Azul to share something he's interested in, and we can directly answer some questions about any of the spaces.
I'm interested in many things that you guys are doing, so it's gonna be hard to choose one or two or three maybe. Definitely, I would love to know a lot more about those to definitely make a decision. But yeah, I mean, education is some huge part of myself that has been trying to develop, and mostly I see myself as a channelizer, like connecting people that know with people that want to know, and not being like, Joe Rogan or many other hosts that create the space for knowledge to flow.
Information, share is cool.
And so,
yes.
Okay,
cool.
I mean, I've been doing it in a small project in my own Instagram account called Conciencia Colectiva. That would be collective consciousness. And I'm just interviewing people that know stuff that I think is interesting and helpful for others. And so that's why I feel first inclined to that education part. But also like building projects, like we need that. I mean, and it's interesting. It's mind blowing how many other things that we can do better, like building in architectural, in una forma arquitectónica, like building a city. Honestly, like like in the branches,
the concept of city planning.
Exactly. From that, we're building in the forest, in the jungle. There are many people around the world. Oh no. We can go later. But it's amazing. I mean,
Okay.
health-wise,
Right.
education-wise,
Right.
food-wise. I
Right.
mean, everything I would like to know a lot more about.
Okay.
For example, how to heal with leaves and plants is such an ancient knowledge that has been not hidden but not promoted, or at least not maintained.
Right.
Or it's such a valuable knowledge that could save a lot of people's life.
I agree.
And it's such a basic things that you can grow in your garden that could really make the difference. And the only difference is knowing about it.
Yeah.
And I want to get involved in that.
Yeah, you're very into the garden. I love that. So, okay, education is the first one you touched on. Let's just share a bit about education and Catalyzer. What are some
Right.
things that could be really beneficial and supportive for us in
Totally.
this journey?
Totally. So right now we are going around and collecting the best practices for how to build and function in community. We're being confronted right now, even in Community Lab, with all of the common problems, like all of the common things that people want and need to address. So like the question, like, how do we take decisions? How do we make sure everyone feels included without putting too much burden, and actually having like a balance between everyone being able to weigh in versus the people who are most trained to weigh in and have the most like professional opinion and can communicate that the best. How do we hold people accountable? How do we make space for people to express themselves emotionally, etc.? And so the biggest thing that we're interested in is like finding those exact processes, like, and also learning from people who have lived in community. So getting all of those learnings and then like turning them into like the most practical advice, like basically distilling what other people have already gone through, all their hard lessons that they've learned, and taking those techniques and applying them directly, and then also sharing those with other people. So like recording educational videos, like really quick, like 30 seconds, like here's a little tip. We have this series that we're starting on Instagram. This is why I want you now to model, because it's part of this. I'll show you the draft of the video. It's part of this series, educational series that we want to start on social media called Community Hacks, where we share our findings that and learnings that we've both experienced ourselves, have heard from other people who are longtime community members or community founders, as well as things that we've read about in the books and the literature that exists out there on community building. So that's kind of the opportunity, like to collaborate on educational content in a way that also allows you to be very visible, because like we have a growing audience, and this is one of the benefits of working as part of the collective, is that like all of our resources are pooled. And so like audience, effort, time, energy spent, like it's more effective because you're not doing it alone. And also like on a human sustainability level, to be researching and writing and synthesizing all of this information by yourself can sometimes lead to burnout. So for sure, like those are just some examples of like how even if we're not here, you know, when we're not here over the summer or wherever we are, you could be part of this collective, like creating educational content, both for your own benefit of like living in community, building other communities, and or simply sharing the message with other people that want to live in community as well. So let's talk. Yes.
I think on education, we have other roles that are also touching on the topic and in different spaces, right? We have weekly calls, Catalyzer calls, where it's an open call for anybody to join and share their resources. So it's, you know, just having a conversation. We are seeking people that would like to join these calls and share and keep the conversation dynamic as well. So it's one of the things that you could be doing and learn and also teach other people what you know. Another thing that
I'm gonna unmute, and then you should probably use the microphone over there.
Yeah, for example, tomorrow's call is on designing your village and the business that your village will host, right? It would be great for tomorrow, join the call, be on the call, share any perspective you have. And in future calls, we have the topics for the next 10 calls scheduled out. As you're doing research, include that in your research. Maybe you find an extra guide. Maybe you find an extra resource somewhere, or maybe you find a person that's really interested in talking about that topic and would love to join the call. That would be an awesome education thing. bringing them to this platform. And then the next step to that is not just it being presented, but also it being documented. So the next step would be to make sure these resources are entering the platform in the respective categories, right? I would love to just go on the Tribes platform for a second, just to give everyone a.
Let's do it
Oh,
for 2
Tribes!
seconds.
Oh, Tribes
Have you heard
platform.
about the
Have you heard
Tribes
about the Tribes platform? Okay, so have you heard about the Tribes platform? Julia just joined the Global Eco Village Network. There she is, Julia. And every other group. Welcome, Jules. Okay, so in the Hive, I'm sharing my screen now. This is the platform, you guys. We have some new guests who have maybe not seen the platform.
Just one thing that I would like to
Yeah.
put before that, it doesn't have to be doing that and the digital side, right? Like we are also seeking people that would like to be digital community managers, even for one topic. If you're really passionate about permaculture, we would be super happy for you to join Tribes, join the group, and moderate conversation, and also help us populate the platform with valuable information to
open call, right? Anyone with knowledge or topics, right? So Azul, like during the next few weeks, we'll be going through the macro topics of creating a community, right? Turning your idea to a plan, finding the right community members. The one this week is designing your village and the business, because whatever your business is, usually you need to design your village around that. And it'll avoid a lot of situations that happen sometimes, like residents conflicting with short-term guests or sound things, you know. So that conversation will be held tomorrow. Yeah, Azul, you'll join this call. Again, these are the invitations to join this call. Maybe the week before, and maybe find some resources for it. And invite others to the call. Then, whatever the topic is, like design, this week we'll be designing your community. You can look for stuff like that in architecture design or in building. We should have some resources in there. So maybe the resources that are shared get dropped into these groups specifically, into their discussion boards. Other examples that would be really aligned is which topic do you connect with the most in the Hive? Hold on, yeah, you guys are splitting. Sorry, just like which topic would you connect with most in the Hive? You're obviously super into permaculture. Let's say you were into also anything else that maybe catches your eye.
You mean the Hive as in the neighborhood?
Yeah, so the Hive. Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I've always been interested in energy-wise, how we can gather energy, harvest it.
Cool.
But also, I mean,
have I got something for you?
Culture. I would think if I have to, economics. I mean,
right.
Go anywhere.
There's spiritual development in here, talking about conscious collect. What is the name of your Instagram?
Conciencia colectiva.
Yeah, conciencia colectiva. Yeah, right. So this is a call out to form a collective. We understand everyone has lives and things going on, right? Some people will be able to jump into this and dedicate everything and full time. Others will be doing their thing and working synergistically with a lot of the stuff we're doing. So yeah, Azul, maybe you could be like one of the space holders for one of the channels and post it regularly. Maybe things that you research and you go, oh, I'm just going to take the extra second to post this in that channel because this is what I love researching anyways. And I'm just going to take one extra minute to go here and repost it in here and ask a question about it. That's awesome for you and for anyone else that's going to listen to these calls. This is spreading the information and growing this mycelium network of humans doing this.
It's sharing.
Right.
It's connecting. I love it.
So that's one example in education. I just wanted to go like really direct so people can see how they can do like high level support, you guys. Follow the Instagram, like every single picture, write comments, share it with your friends, repost stuff that's interesting to you. High level support, right? Just very over the top. I love digging into things so you can see how deep you could go into stuff. Right, stuff like even helping write the content for the guide. It's an open source guide. So everyone's suggestions are taken and shared with the collective and then added to the guide.
That's amazing.
Okay, so that's education. Shall we talk about another department?
I would like to. Yeah, I would like to
take
maybe
more? Yeah.
maybe since we spoke. Okay, what is our goal? What are we doing in these departments? And we got feedback that it might be quite a lot and something to integrate after receiving all this information. So maybe a little bit more grounding would be to present that the positions that we have outlined for people to join. Let me see. Wait a second. I'm gonna share my screen.
Tab. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I cannot share.
What are you going to share?
This is an app. This is not.
Oh, okay. Press cancel. Then share again. Share a window.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay, so I'm sharing now the Notion board for.
This is going to be kind of like our welcoming documentation for people new to the collective, interested in what the departments are, and specifically what roles are, as we are creating plans right now, super needed. Right, one of them is a web developer and an app developer. Constantine is joining the call. Constantine, you're in Guanajuato, I believe? Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he met us a year ago. We talked about the idea of this platform a year and a half ago when we first met. Recently, Nicole connected with him again and pointed in the direction, and he saw the work we had been doing, kind of how we progressed, and he's potentially interested in joining the collective in that way with his magic. So this Notion board is sharing.
Right, the positions that are open for any of you to join, and outlining more the activities and deliverables that will be connected to taking a position like that. Okay, so Catalyzer, we just talked about it. Is it constant?
Sorry.
You have a
Sorry for
question?
interrupting. Can I also have a link to the Notion, because I think it's really important.
Oh yeah. We'll share it. We've been polishing it off, so I think, yeah.
It's fine to share.
Thanks.
Okay, Constantine, but can I send it to you in a second? In like 7 minutes or something. I'm not fully sure how I can just invite you.
Yeah, just later maybe.
Okay, we're sending it.
Okay, Constantine, I'm placing it in the.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so Catalyzer, we just spoke about it with you, Azul. You could be a resource manager within the platform, right? We have at the Discord that Oscar was mentioning, we have a lot of beautiful conversations and resources uploaded in there. We started a process of migrating the content from Discord to the platform, although it still needs a little bit more attention. So that would be a great practice for somebody that's interested to getting to know the movement a little bit better and getting that experience. So this is a part of that, managing the hive groups within the platform, moderating them, posting your resources, and just engaging in conversations with people. This is the resource manager. Catalyzer calls co-host. It's for anybody to join if you're interested in education and help us co-create the guide. The more input we have, the more valuable it is. So everybody's invited if you're interested in the education, which is key. Education is key. Please join the calls every Wednesday, 2 p.m. And our internal operations, we're currently looking for a project manager. That will be a person that is already experienced in managing a project. We use Asana to do that. It's a project management tool. So if anybody that's watching right now would like to get involved in that way, it's a great organization. Okay, I'm going to keep it brief. We have 5 minutes. Okay, project manager, website developer. We look for a website developer.
Both a WordPress developer to maybe touch up and add some magic that we're seeking to do on our WordPress backend page. And also, Constantine, you're here as a developer for the next evolution of our app, the Tribes platform. upgrades to the current one, and talks about plans for the future.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love.
Yeah, really exciting. Okay, yes. When it comes to the marketing, we are looking for a person that would like to become a social media manager for Regen Tribe. It's an exciting journey, and I think a big intention of ours is show the lifestyle and share the journey with people.
Right. Part of the strategy at a high level is to glamorize this way of life, right? We need to speak to the majority of the world who is, right, some can say just in this bubble of consumerism and getting marketed to. Sometimes you need to speak to them in the same language with a different product. And this is part of the social media strategy that we follow, making it fun, interesting, with healthy, happy people, sharing a lifestyle that we feel super passionate about, enough to dedicate our time and energies to.
Right, and it's I think it doesn't have to be a social media manager only, right? If you guys are passionate, this is what Nicole mentioned, and you want to create content that we could be collaborators on, if it's sharing the same journey, you're very much invited. We're also going to be in Europe in the summer, and we invite passionate content creators to join us on the journey for whatever time feels good. We're going to be doing really exciting things. So it will be great to have somebody that is excited to showcase the journey. So anybody that is up for a Europe adventure with us in the summer, reach out to us. We invite real estate brokers to collaborate with us as well, and we see happily we see this push, especially in the space here, of real estate agents transitioning from the traditional development to a more sustainable one, which is really exciting, and we want to facilitate this shift for them. So we offer a toolkit for you with a portfolio of projects that we work with, and also a guide on the regenerative lifestyle real estate. So if you're ready for this transition, reach out to us. We have something for you. And the Tribes platform, what was mentioned before. Constantine, thank you for joining the call. Anybody that would like to co-create, the simplest way is to log into regentribe.org.
Make an account.
Make an account. We have a bag group where you can report all the bags that you recognize. This is huge help for us. We're in beta version right now, so it's really important to get this feedback from you guys, and like as many fresh pairs of eyes as we can get, the better. So this is the simplest way how we can get involved, and more advanced ways would be to help us develop the platform, just like Constantine is wanting to co-create with us in that way, or becoming a resource manager, as mentioned before.
Right. Also, a big topic is we're looking for long-term community members, middle-term to long-term community members that would love, or long-term is right relative here. Long-term is like 6 months, 1 year, more than 1 year. Here at Community Lab, it's a beautiful property near Tulum. Very jungly. It's about a 15-minute drive from Tulum. There's a beautiful open water cenote. Beautiful humans are here. Has a beautiful volunteer program, and we are seeking some longer-term community members interested in holding the torch of community here in the summer, when we'll be gone for about 2 months, and in general, just with the excitement to learn and build and work and do community. We invite you to DM us if you're interested in doing a volunteer or energy exchange or some kind of exchange to stay in a community like this, and stay tuned for the next calls. It's 3 o'clock now. We're going to honor the time. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody that was here. Yes.
Thank you.
Regeneration through community. Don't want to miss it.
Don't miss it.
Be part of it.
Yeah, right. You want to be part of it. You are part of it. You're part of it.
Okay, thank you guys. Is it done? We're all done? Or
hear me, but we're tuning out, but we're
I
gonna
think
be
the
in touch.
social thing is nice for people to meet others that are like also excited.
Yeah, I just responded to him. I'm telling him that to be continued, Constantine.
Oh, okay.
Ask
That's
him.
a
Wait,
great
wait. Is he still there?
Yeah.
Ask him. Put
Are
your
you
volume up.
are you still there, Constantine?
Yeah.
You still with? Yes.
What's up, Constantine? How was your experience on the call?
Great. I love, like, I totally agree with that. We are pioneering this space for sure, and I love that we are doing it from the heart. And I also love that we are starting from, like, as a consultancy, doing operations and identifying the problems. And this is what I would love to dive to from the perspective of understanding how to kind of crystallize the digital experience from that. How to do that with the platform, with Discord, with Notion if necessary. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I would be happy to join more or less in a like full time, maybe starting from June. But before that, I would be actively attending calls and diving into the processes.
Cool. Sweet, Constantine. That's amazing, man. Yeah.
Come live with us. Come
Yeah.
live with us.
Dude, we're gonna kidnap you and bring you over here.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here until the end of June.
Yeah, I see that.
We have Starlink.
Wow, really? That's
Yes.
awesome.
Constantine's sold.
That's how there's like 7 of us on this call right now and on Instagram Live. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're connecting nature with technology. This is the move.
Are there any other questions that you like or that you're?
Not really. I don't want to dive into specifics now. I will probably ask you directly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but overall, I'm really happy to be here, and yeah, thank you for your presence.
Okay, man. Yeah. Welcome to the collective, brother. Your magic is definitely needed. You said it beautifully, right? Providing it's the magic that we get because we're trying to wear all the hats and doing it effectively as a team. We get the information from the landowners and community members of what they need. And this is what is facilitating us in designing and building this platform. Okay. Get some rest.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, so we get this real-time feedback from the actual users. We're like in the field getting live feedback, and that's how we're designing.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to be able to build something digital that does exactly what we want it to do to fit that bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah, welcome.
All right.
Do you have anything else? Anything else? We're going to stop recording. Thank you for the.
Yeah, we can probably stop recording. I will probably join the tomorrow call and.
Let's see each other.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If you guys want to continue a private conversation, just answer some.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, because Azul, I would love to go through more with you right now. Just chat a little more. Yeah.
Okay, Constantine. We'll be in touch. Thank you so much for joining. We're all really, really excited.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Sonia. Thanks, Julia. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you, Constantine.
Thank you, Constantine.
Thank you, Constantine.
Super happy to see you here. See you after all.
Constantine.
He's so sweet, this guy. I love him.
Yeah, he's